en la sala.
All right, we're rolling.
Skip, will you please introduce yourself and tell us what you do here in Bolivia?
Hi, I'm Skip Hodges. I'm an ordained elder of the New Mexico Annual Conference in the Methodist Church, and commissioned missionary with the General Board of Global Ministries, and assigned to Bolivia to coordinate volunteer mission teams and be the liaison between the Methodist Church and in the United States and the Methodist Church in Bolivia.
Perfect. So you have been with us since the very beginning of this journey. And can you say a little something about what you've noticed in the girls that came from Nashville?
It seemed pretty obvious to me that the girls from Nashville, the girls, are a little bit more self-confident, self-assured, and comfortable in their own skin than I would say that most American teenagers, girls that age are.
Can you tell us how it felt to be donned a girl ally?
No, I can't. What I would like to say before that is that with the two American girls that joined us, even though they're older age-wise, that there was a distinct difference in their interaction than between the girls from Nashville, and it's been a really kind of neat thing to see them in a way come up in terms of self-confidence and lack of need for gaining a higher position in the social order by putting other people down or taking away from their self-esteem or their personhood in order to promote their own, where I think the girls from Nashville are pretty obviously good at being comfortable not only with themselves but helping other girls to be comfortable with themselves as well.
Beautiful, thank you.
Now, the other part, my parents divorced when I was 8 years old, and I spent most of the rest of my growing up years with my mom and my grandmother. And so I kind of, in a way, felt like I've always been, to a certain extent, in touch with a more feminine side than some guys. But at the same time, in that, I realized that there's some parts of understanding how girls feel and how girls act and react that I just don't get, simply because I don't have that extra leg to my Y chromosome. And to be included in something that's obviously so deeply felt and so important to these young ladies really gives me an encouragement to look and deeper and be more sensitive and try to understand a little bit more, or at least when I don't understand, allow for a more positive reaction for what I don't understand. And I think that's at least the first part of what being a girl ally means for me.
Nice. Okay, the Bolivian girls on, what was that, Friday morning? Friday afternoon, and what you see in them now as somebody who's kind of standing.
I think that there's probably a natural process that would occur anytime that you put two dissimilar groups, for whatever reason of dissimilarity, together, that there is going to be a melding and an increasing comfort level between the groups. And we've seen that, but I think we've seen that in an exponential sort of way. I think the level of trust in between the members of, if you will, two different groups, two different, the Bolivians and the American girls. And it's beautiful because at first it was the Nashville girls that were kind of reaching more into toward the Bolivian girls, but now you see that as a very equal sort of way, the way they interact in meals, the way they laugh together, the way they really do feel, it seems to me, very comfortable and trusting of each other. Comfort level is one thing, but genuine trust in that the person that you're dealing with isn't going to stab you in the back, isn't going to use the relationship that you're building in any way that's going to be detrimental or hurtful to you. And it seems to me that from the outside, from the surface, that's really coming about in relationships between both groups. At first, not really a distrust, but a lack of understanding. The understanding is obviously being built, but also a level of trust that's really kind of beautiful.
Okay, one last question. Can you say something, we'll be using this video to try to